Hello everybody, welcome back, or if you're joining me for the first time, howdy, I'm Jack, aka Wombat Baron. I'm glad you could stop on by, and I hope you stick around. So, this is just a little bit different. I do plan on eventually appearing on camera for these kinds of things. Probably other stuff too, but I don't have a camera that is even remotely okay, and I didn't want to look like a VHS that has been worn down to where the magnetism is barely even there, and I just look grainy. So, here we are. For those of you who are subscribed, all 5 of you, thank you, by the way, that's very sweet of you. I do have more Jester in the Fog coming up. I have 2 videos completely recorded, one of them almost completely edited. That one was supposed to come out for Halloween this past year. It is now June 11th as I'm recording this one. But yeah, things have been a bit rough, we'll say. So yeah, without further ado, what is this? This is a tier list that was inspired by a bunch of bullshit that happened the other morning when I was playing before my friends were able to get on, and then a subsequent conversation with said friends about the bullshit. So I'm just going to go through every single one of these killers and rank them from how much I like or dislike to see them when I'm playing Survivor. And the goal of this video is also to be as minimally edited as possible. I really don't want to have to spend a whole lot of time editing this one for it to just never get out in a timely fashion. So let's start. We're just going to go through the roster based on when the killers were added. Okay, so Trapper. I should go through the tier list first, shouldn't I? So, at the top, we have Love to See It, pretty self-explanatory. I love playing against these killers, generally speaking, obviously, and this is the case with all of these tiers. Obviously, there are exceptions to every rule, but these are the ones that I absolutely love playing against or seeing whenever. I'm good with this are killers that, I still have positive feelings about, but maybe not as positive as the other ones. It's whatever, really. I'm just kind of meh about it. Like, yeah, this is a killer in this game, and I have to play against them at some point, so here we are. Frustrated groans and sighs. The moment I know that it is that killer, I'm already like, here we fucking go. I already feel like this is probably not going to be a great time, but I don't hate them as much as the killers in the next category, which is delete this from the game, please. Which, if you were able to infer anything by what I said at the beginning about this tier list being inspired by bullshit, one of the killers from this particular tier was the inspiration for all of this. Followed by the last 2, which are Who the Fuck Are You? Positive. These are for the killers that I rarely see, but it's more like oh hey, there you are, that's cool. Versus the last one, which is Who the Fuck Are You? Negative, which is, oh man, wish I saw less of you, actually. Okay, let's go. So for Trapper, Trapper really does fall into the it's whatever, really. Like, he's there. I don't mind him either way. I've played against some decent trappers. I played against one trapper that was so god tier. He was, farming with us, but we didn't know that at first, because he made sure to get all his hooks first. And it was in Crotus Pren. It was the Asylum, which is a pretty big map. And he felt like he was everywhere at once. And he got us all on Death Hook before we were able to get a single generator done. And then he just messed around with us and let us go. And his username was have a nice day or something like that. Or, oh no, it was just have fun with a smiley face. Wraith. I'm gonna put Wraith in the same category as Trapper, because it's like, you know, there are times where it's frustrating to deal with Wraith, but generally speaking, it's not too bad. I just wish that Wraith mains were more, generally speaking, were more like Philippa Jomo is as a person, because Philippa Jomo has never done anything wrong, ever, and I will die on this hill. Okay, we have Billy, the hillbilly. You go in frustrated groans and sighs. I don't like insta-down killers. I feel like if you're going to have the ability to insta-down, I want you to work for it, and that's why he's going into frustrated groans and sighs instead of delete this from the game, please. Because as much as I hate it, at least I feel like it really does take skill for Billy, because learning that curve is a learning curve. So, yeah, I know I can't do it, so. Nurse. Love to see it. Absolutely love playing against Nurse. Especially really good nurses. Nurse chases are some of my most favorite things in this entire game. I get so excited every single time I hear the whatever across the map. I am so sorry for that. But yeah, I love playing against Nurse. And I haven't heard very many people say that. Mikey. I'm good with this. Bordering on love to see it, it depends. Because a really solid jump scare Mikey is one of my favorite things in this game. Because I've played against some really good Michael Myers players who genuinely do make you feel like you're in a horror movie, and it's so much fun. Hag. Who the fuck are you? Negative. I rarely ever see her, but every time I do, I don't feel like it's that great of an experience. Especially the add-ons that extend her, trap radius to, Australia. So, yeah. Doctor. Frustrated groans and sighs. It's the laughing. It's annoying as shit. And on top of that, his power is cheap as shit. and I hate it. Huntress. I don't know, actually, because she kind of borders on it's whatever really, or I'm good with this. Because I've seen some absolute cracked huntresses that, like, they're snipers with their hatchets, and that's always a lot of fun. But yeah. I'm gonna say it's whatever, really. And now we have our first delete this from the game, please. Okay, so unlike Billy, and I know that there are gonna be people who are gonna take issue with this, I said what I'm about to say, what I'm gonna say. I think it takes basically no skill to play Bubba. Bubba is one of the cheapest characters in this game. You blink and his power comes back. He is so easy to just, like, completely, like, he is a slug machine. And, like, one of the things that my friends like to say is like, oh yeah, but you don't really see him in high MMR all that much. I don't care. I don't care. And as a matter of fact, high MMR Bubba, that's kind of scary. And for the record, I am going to be so clear about this. For the record, I'm not saying that no Bubba is ever skilled, because I have played against some Bubbas that just had me dead to rights. And there was not a single thing I could have done different because their mind games were on point. I have genuinely enjoyed some matches against Bubbas, but generally speaking, every time I hear that chainsaw and then the pig noises that for reasons beyond me they gave him, like, I understand what the reference is, I still hate it. I know I am about to have a bad time, and that is basically just the rule with very few exceptions. Freddy is between frustrated groans and sighs and it's whatever, really. I've played against some really good Freddys even before his current iteration. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's whatever, really. Oh boy. Amanda Young. Frustrated groans and sighs. Her power in particular is, I'm not sure, I'm sure it'll come up again at some point, and I'll explain it more then, but I just genuinely, her power, like the reverse bear traps, like, it freaks me out more than other things in the game, but, like, not in a good way. Not in the way that jump scare Michael would freak me out. Like, oh man, like, this is a really good thing, and that I feel like I'm in a horror movie. It just feels more anxiety-inducing in a way that isn't fun. Especially with the way that the mechanic works, because, like, yeah, okay, after a certain amount of attempts on a certain amount of jigsaw boxes, you are guaranteed, but there are certain maps that are tremendously huge, and she has certain add-ons that will make it impossible for you. Okay, Clown. Frustrated groans and sighs. I don't like him at all. He's disgusting. He's so disgusting. I hate him. Spirit. Spirit, it's whatever, really. I've played against some really good ones. I've played against some jerks. I mean, that's every killer, really, but, you know. Legion. Frustrated groans and sighs. So, Legion is my secondary killer. I don't play Legion, exclusively, or even very frequently, but I play Legion, quote-unquote, wrong, because I straight up just don't... I know what the playstyle is supposed to be. I don't see how that's fun to play, and I know from the receiving end of it that it's just not fun to play against, and yeah, no. Plague. She's another one that's between frustrated groans and it's whatever, really. Her issue isn't so much her as it is... I mean, it is her a little bit, but hers is more like... It's more the other players that will instantly cleanse and, like, leave it open for her to have the... I'm blanking on what it's called, but the black puke shit that actually injures you as opposed to just makes you sick. I'm going to put her in, it's whatever, really. Oh, my boy, Danny, love to see it, absolutely love to see it. I just love Ghostface, guys. The little bit that some people know about me, that's fine. You shouldn't think I would have said anything else. Demogorgon, I don't know if he's... I think I'm gonna have to add a new tier. Hang on. Who the fuck are you? Neutral. We'll go pink. Yeah, Demogorgon goes into who the fuck are you neutral. I rarely ever see them, and I don't really have positive or negative feelings towards them. Oh boy, Oni. Frustrated groans and sighs. Oni is the only killer that has ever actually given me, like, trauma responses in this game. I've gotten better, but that roar he does, gets to me, but also, damn, dude. Learning how his power works, just made me hate going up against him even more. I still do think that it takes more skill than Bubba, though, so, you know. And again, super not saying that there aren't skilled Bubba players out there. You exist. It's like whenever I hear, for Overwatch, it's like whenever I hear, oh, it takes no skill to play Junkrat. In a way, you are right, but as somebody who does have a little bit of know-how on how Junkrat works and can headshot people pretty consistently, it does get on my nerves, so I understand. And yes, there are actually really solid Bubba players out there. It's just that 99% of the ones that I've come across are not that. Caleb! Frustrated groans and sighs. He's another one with the laugh. which is funny because in the 2v8 that just passed, where Ghostface and Oni were added, and they had the big like investigation board that Danny had, that was one of his things about Caleb, was like, does he always have to laugh? Pyramid Head, wow. I'm good with this. I love Pyramid Head. Let's see. Blight is mostly frustrated, groans in size, bordering on it's whatever, really. Blight is... I have a much bigger appreciation for Blight players after using him in 2v8 because I wanted to reunite Wesker and Birkin. And my friend refused to... My friend didn't have the Birkin legacy, and they're not a huge Resident Evil fan, so I was like, yeah, well, I wanted this one, so I'll play Blight. Yeah. Who the fuck are you negative, is what I would say for this next one. Twins. Every time I hear the sound of Charlotte releasing Victor, it's a, oh, here we fucking go kind of situation. Again, as with everything, I feel like I've been saying this, but, I've had some really solid Twins players. For the most part, it's just annoying. Trickster is another one that is somewhere between frustrated groans in size and it's whatever, really. Because some of them really love those knives, and it feels like you can't do shit. Frustrated groans in size. Nemesis. Huh. The problem with Nemi isn't really him, it's his zombies. Because if sometimes with the way that the zombies AI is, like, sometimes they're walking around in circles and it's hilarious because it's like, what are you even doing? But other times they're like, it's almost like having 3 killers on the map at once, and there's never any in-betweens. The AI is either way too good or they're like chasing each other around like they've got nothing better to do. It's whatever, really. Pinhead. Okay, so Pinhead used to be... When Pinhead first released, I would have said love to see it, because I did genuinely enjoy playing against him when he first released. But then people started getting better with him. People started obviously pouring blood points into him and getting his more frustrating add-ons. And, like, I have had way too many infinite chain hunt matches where nothing you did, including solving the lament, did anything for you. So I'm just, frustrated groans in size immediately. Artist. So I love her so much as a character. It's whatever, really. She's one of the other ones that kind of is between frustrated groans in size and it's whatever, really, but she leans more into it's whatever, really. Sadako. Huh. I actually don't know. It's whatever, really. Dredge. I rarely see Dredge, to be honest. So, I don't know if it's a bug or what's going on, but it feels like, the Nightfall mechanic or whatever the hell it's called, it feels like it's darker than it should be now. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Because obviously it's dark and, like, you're not supposed to be able to see much and everything, but I feel like there's something wrong with it right now. And I don't know how else to say that. Hang on. Who the fuck are you, neutral? Wesker! Wesker's another character that I like, but I hate playing against, kinda. But he's kind of it's whatever, really. The Knight. Frustrated groans and sighs, I think. Frustrated groans or it's whatever, really. There are a lot of them that kind of fall somewhere over there. I actually didn't realize that when making the, what the tiers would be for this. Yeah, I'll keep him in frustrated groans and sighs. Who the fuck are you? Okay, Skull Merchant definitely fits into one of the who the fuck are you categories. I have been #blessed to not have to deal with Skull Merchant very much. Even when she first released, everyone was talking, like, at the peak of Chess Merchant, I rarely ever saw her. I've had maybe, I want to say, roughly, like, 7 matches total against her, if I had to ballpark it. And I was playing pretty diligently when she was released, and for some reason, I never ran into her. Like, maybe twice that whole time. I was shocked, and then to find out that other people were getting her almost every match, which is what I thought it was going to be, was really weird. I'm still gonna say, who the fuck are you, negative, just because, like, yeah. Hux. It's whatever, really. I've had some good ones, had some bad ones. I just hit my desk. Xenomorph. It's whatever, really. No, you go after that. Okay. Chucky. Oh, Chucky. So there are 2 killers. There are 2 that years ago I said, if this character ever was put into the game, I'm just gonna stop, like, I'm just gonna quit playing the game. Both characters are now in the game. I'll get to the other one later. They haven't come up yet. One of them was Chucky, and for Chucky, I said it kinda joking around. The other one, not so much. And again, I'll get to that in a bit. But, yeah. The way that I feel about Chucky now, though, is delete this from the game, please. He is so fucking tiny. He's already hard to see. And then you made him a stealth killer. It's the amount of times that I've gotten stuck on something and it was him because I genuinely cannot keep track of where he is. And on top of that, he's a third-person killer. Like, Victor is first person. Did Chucky really need to be third person? I hate going against Chucky. One of my friends, the past few times we've played, it's been the funniest thing because she also feels that way about Chucky, but her internet's been kind of wonky, and every time it's been a Chucky, she's been kicked. So I have a moment of, like, wait, did you do that on purpose? Only for her to come back into the call and be like, what the fuck happened? So she's been, lucky lately, dodging him, but, yeah. Okay. The unknown. Who the fuck are you? Positive. I actually kind of like the unknown. Yeah, I kind of do like the unknown. And I don't see it that often. Vecna. It's whatever, really. I was gonna say I'm good with this, but Dracula. I'm good with this. I like Dracula. And the fact that it's Crispin Freeman definitely helps. I love Crispin Freeman. He's my favorite voice actor. I lost my damn mind. I think I said that in the Jester in the Fog thing when I was trying to get people to pet the doggo. Speaking of doggo, Houndmaster. Ooh boy, who the fuck are you? Negative. I wanted so badly to like her. I thought she had a very cool concept. But in practice, she is one of the most frustrating killers ever. However, thankfully, I rarely see her. So I can't put her in frustrated groans and sighs. I rarely see her to the point where it's like, who the fuck are you? So who the fuck are you? Negative. Kaneki. Oh boy. So now we come to the killer who was the inspiration for all of this. This guy. I have never said more. Kaneki is actually the killer that made me start saying this should just be deleted from the game. I'm so frustrated with this killer that I genuinely don't even know where to start. You blink and he's on the other side of the map. Like, yeah. It's just, yeah. I genuinely feel bad for the people who are just good with Kaneki, because it's much like Bubba, it's so easy to be cheap with him that even when you do have skill and you're a fair player and everything, people still hate you for it. And I feel so bad for you if you fall into that category. This was another issue for me of this was an interesting concept, but it's too much. Okay, so the last killer is Springtrap. Remember what I said about Chucky? How there were two characters? I'm convinced the only person who is not happy at all about Five Nights at Freddy's being in the game. I have a myriad of reasons why I don't want this IP involved with DBD. That said, I am genuinely super happy for everybody who wanted this for so long and are finally getting it. Really. So, like, the one thing I will say is that when I heard that this was definitely going to be in and that we were going to get a map, the map was the thing that I was like, oh, that might actually be cool. I watched the PTB because I wanted to know. I've been saving up my iridescent shards because I'm not buying the chapter. That would be weird. If I'm like, no, I don't want this in the game, but here's my money. But I did watch the PTB to see if I would want his perks, so I saved up my iridescent shards to get them whenever they pop up in the shrine. And this is genuinely, I have to say that Behavior Interactive, whereas I am actually disappointed with the map because I was hoping for more of a Hawkins-esque thing where it was indoors and it was just the pizzeria and we would be able to explore it more. I thought that's what it was going to be. I thought that would have been super cool. I hate that it's another Withered Isles map and the pizzeria feels like it's just a blip there. It feels so small compared to the rest of the map. I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with that, but it might not have even really been so much their choice, so I don't know how much of that was Behavior and how much of that was Scott Cawthon. I don't know. But Behavior Interactive has taken this killer that I never wanted to see in this game and made me genuinely so fucking excited to play against him because he seems like he is so much fun and he's actually scary. I thought he was going to be goofy as shit. He's not. His silhouette in the distance, genuinely kind of creepy. I like the mechanics behind him, I think are great. I am so excited. As much as I do not want this IP in DBD, if it has to be, Behavior Interactive did such a phenomenal job that it turned someone like me, who is like, man, this sucks and I don't want this, into a, man, is Springtrap in the game yet? Like, I can't wait. I cannot wait, genuinely, to play against him. I didn't get to participate in the PTB, but friends of mine did, and they all confirmed that they just had a blast playing against him. So I'm going to, in the hopes that he is every bit as fun as I think he will be, and that it is going to feel like you're in a horror game. I mean, you're in a horror movie. I am going to put him into Love to See It. And I hope I'm right about that. And that if it's not Love to See It, it's at least I'm good with this. Okay. Well, that is the tier list. I hope y'all have a good day. And, yeah. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye! Which killers do you guys love and hate playing against? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, if you would be so kind as to hit that subscribe button, I would be eternally grateful. And, yeah, maybe give this video a like if you liked it. Bye!